Hey everybody. So I checked out the Disney Plus original live action remake Peter Pan and Wendy that came out this weekend. I enjoyed it. It's not perfect. I think I don't think it really did enough to explore the wonders of Neverland and all the stuff they could have done with that in live action. It could have been really cool, but we see very little of the mermaids, of the crocodile, even of Tinkerbell, and even the Lost Boys kind of get shortchanged in this movie, where they spend a lot more time on Hook and Pan, which, I was kind of fun. They do some good stuff with that, and I'll talk about that in just a sec, but I don't know, I kind of want to see more of those other characters. The crocodile in particular, he's in like one scene. It was cool. He was humongous, but I just wish there was more of him. So yeah, I feel like it didn't quite with the way the movie was directed. I feel like they could have done some really cool stuff, and they just sort of didn't, which was a shame. In the setting of Neverland, kind of it looked kind of like the Banshees of Inisherin. It looked nice. It didn't look like Neverlandish. I don't know. It was a fine setting, but most of it was just kind of grassy hills and stuff. I don't know. Who knows? But I think the movie did some stuff well. Like Peter Pan in the trailers wasn't. They kind of just gave him some of the weaker lines that he has in those trailers, but I think he was pretty charming. I think Alexander Maloney was a well cast. I think he did a good job, and honestly, the whole cast is pretty good. Um, Ever Anderson, who played Wendy, was solid, and but the standouts were Jim Gaffigan as Smee, really, really entertaining right there. And then Jude Law was able to provide like a distinct amount of malice to Captain Hook while still being a fun villain. They did a lot of wicked type stuff with Captain Hook and his backstory, and I think that was interesting. And I think they pulled it off nicely. And based on like where we think we see Hook at the end of the movie, or almost the end of the movie, I was like, well, that's not satisfying at all. That's like, no. But then the last scene of the movie happened, and I was like, yeah, okay. And maybe they made Hook a little too sympathetic, but you know what? No, no, because the ideas presented with him in this movie are actually really interesting. Like that's a great idea for like a dynamic between Hook and Pan. I'm not gonna spoil it in case you want to watch the movie, but which honestly, if you don't vitriolically despise all of these Disney live action remakes, I'd say check this one out, especially if you enjoyed Pete's Dragon, which this guy David Lowery also directed. So I'd say it's one of the better ones. That's just my opinion as a person who's a defender of some, not all of them. So yeah, I'd give it like a B minus probably. It's not one of the like best movies I've seen of the year or something, but I've only seen like 15, so who knows? Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it. So yeah, comment your thoughts if you've seen the movie and keep going and watch on.